12 News continues coverage of the capital murder trial of Clayton Foreman tonight. He's charged with killing Mary Catherine Edwards back in 1995. Today, testimony took a deep dive into DNA. Good evening, Southeast Texas. I'm Brenda Matudi. Prosecutors say DNA found at the scene of the crime played a crucial role in connecting Foreman to the crime nearly 30 years later. Tonight, 12 News anchor Jordan Williams joins us live. And Jordan, experts broke down the process of collecting and using that DNA evidence for cases like this.
Brenda, good evening. Yeah, it was a tough day filled with really dense testimony. For me, it kind of felt like being back in biology class, learning about DNA, how it can be extracted from evidence, copied, and then analyzed for certain genetic markers. Prosecutors and police have worked this case for years, sending evidence and blood samples off to labs in Austin and Maryland. Trace samples from the crime scene were sent to the FBI. BPD and prosecutors also sent evidence to a company called Cellmark in Maryland. Law enforcement said that lab was faster for this type of testing. A molecular biologist who used to work at Cellmark told jurors that she received samples from the sexual assault kit as well as a blood sample from Mary Catherine Edwards' ex-boyfriend.
DNA has always been and still is an evolving field. Cellmark Diagnostics was one of the first DNA laboratories to offer testing for attorney and criminal cases. We needed a blood stain, for example, the size of a quarter. And so the technology has continued to evolve to be more sensitive and more specific through the years.
Melissa Staples explained how she was able to rule out the ex-boyfriend as a possible suspect. Staples said police, through the years, sent roughly a dozen samples from other suspects for additional comparison. Now, defense attorney Tom Burbank raised questions about whether all those suspects could actually be ruled out based on the DNA. He also asked why some evidence was never sent off for DNA analysis. Let's listen as he questions Angela Fitzwater, who's the former Jefferson County Regional Crime Lab forensic analyst.
Those are my initials.
Those are yours?
Yes.
Are indicated possible blood.
Yes.
So what happened?
I have notes that it was not sufficient for further testing. I do not remember if I cut that stain out or not, or if I left it.
Based on what you know today, could it have been sufficient? Could you have possibly, or somebody could have possibly detected what that stain was?
It is possible, yes.
But even back then, you detected something that you thought was blood. Did you ever bring that to anyone's attention? Blood's pretty important.
Remember, the defense offered no opening statements, so it's unclear what they're going to be arguing in this case. We're getting hints, like you heard there, with attempts at poking holes in how evidence was analyzed. As I said, this was a pretty difficult day in terms of testimony, difficult to follow. The jurors appeared to do the best that they could. They've gone home for the day. Things will wrap up first thing tomorrow morning. There are still several more prosecution witnesses, so this trial looks like it's going to last into next week. We are live downtown at the Jefferson County Courthouse. Jordan Williams, 12 News at 6.
All right, thanks so much. And we're going to continue to follow Foreman's trial. If you want to get caught up, we have everything you need to know about Edwards' murder case, the ongoing trial, and today's testimony. It's posted for you on our 12 News Now website.